Man, Mr. Manfred or just Manfred?
Right? Not Mr. Manfred, just I don't know. Keep thinking something Manfred. Is it?
This is a sick shirt.
Seahawks
Where's
are
that
back.
shirt from?
WWE shop.
That's actually a sick shirt.
Yeah, because no one
Yo,
else
so
has the
far you've
t-shirts.
had two shirts, and I was like, where did that shirt come from? They were both sick, and they're both WWE shop. Is this one or that Macho Man one?
They're
That
both
purple
from WWE
Macho Man.
shop.
That purple Macho Man one's not on there anymore. Oh, the whites are out of control right now. I'm gonna have to dye my beard. Is it weird to dye your beard?
I've never had that problem.
No, but like, is it weird? Do people think it's weird? Like, oh, this person dyes
To
their
dye your
beard?
beard?
Or is it? Are you like supposed to just let it be white?
I think with the whole social media lifestyle, you might as well.
I think I don't. Okay, so first things personally, I don't care if I have white in my beard or I don't have white in my beard. Um, Different people in my life have different opinions. My mom, my sister, cousins, girl cousins always be like, "Yo, dye your beard, dye your beard. You look old, like dye your beard." But then I'll like be dating girls or seeing girls, and they're like, "No, I like the
So
white in
what's
your beard.
the age?
I like the salt and pepper."
What's the, I guess, age gap that you're looking to date?
But that's the thing too. If the girl's younger, then it's probably better to have my beard dyed, right? Because then it looks,
Well, if you kept it grays, then the girl can be like, oh, he's older, he's wiser, he knows what he's doing.
Because I'm only 33. I started getting gray hair when I was like 27, 28.
So when you started the classic?
Yeah, I guess so. And obviously, like, I had a lot of stress in my life, but also, like, I wish I knew the genetics, like how early my dad did, how early my grandpa did, because I don't know, as far as long as I've known, like, my dad's been had gray hair that he was dyeing, as far back as I can remember. And then, like, also, I remember reading Eric Bischoff's book, and he's like, oh, dude, I was getting gray hair when I was,
Just
like,
go off.
pre WCW, NWO time. Like, Bischoff's like, no, I already had gray hair. Like, I was dyeing my hair.
If I had a haircut, I'd probably dye my hair like red or
I was
green
having
or
a
blue.
conversation with someone the other day where I was like,
I'd be funky. I'd be
I'm
funky.
like, how does dyeing your hair work? So I've actually like don't get me wrong, outside of like dyeing my hair black, like my beard, I've never actually
Do
touched.
some blonde streaks.
I've never
Bring back the
actually,
Surrey
I've,
Jack,
no,
the 19.
the frosted tips.
Yeah.
I've never actually done anything to my hair here, but I'm like, I've dyed this black before, but I'm like, but like, what happens when you dye your hair different colors? Like, my brother dyed his hair blonde one time.
And
It's just a random.
then what?
I don't know. It's just a random footnote.
I think you should bring back the gold tips.
Jazzy B style.
Yeah, he's still doing it.
Yeah, but it's like his signature. It's almost like,
Make it your
what's your
signature.
signature? Because like, for me, I think now
Like life signature or like
no,
a
like
turban
look wise,
signature?
like look wise. Because I think
my
for me,
signature?
like I think people one thing it's weird when I don't have a beard now. They're used to the beard, and as of right now, people are used to the hair. But I think the hair could go short again one day.
So I guess my signature is never really remove this. Haven't removed this. Maybe it's my attire.
Yeah, we should talk about that because we went to the Gurdwara today and you didn't know what to wear.
Yeah, first time.
Because you said it was either wrestling shirts or what was it? Like,
I just got wrestling shirts and like cartoon shirts.
so you have
I don't have any simple black, white, gray shirts.
you have no
I only
neutral
have dumb
colors.
shirts, like dumb, funny shirts. That's all I have. Because when I go to the Gurdwara, I just wear kurta pajama. And today we just decided last minute, let's go to the Gurdwara.
Yeah, I came wearing this Macho Man shirt, not
I'm like,
thinking I was going
let's
anywhere.
go to the
Shout out to
Gurdwara.
Wrestling for Sale.
And I felt
Cage
uncomfortable
Madness, yeah.
because I didn't know what to wear. And I was going through my closet. I'm like, oh, I can't wear this. I can't wear a picture of The Undertaker and Paul Bear
No.
to the Gurdwara. I feel like I couldn't wear any wrestler's like real life image. I can't wear Austin.
Well, you wore Mr. Perfect.
Still cartoony.
I'm wearing a guy that looks like he's in an insane asylum.
Yeah, but
And it says madness in the
but
back.
it's okay. It doesn't look as bad.
He looks like a sing.
No,
Behind
exactly. There's
the
a beard.
bar.
There's beard and long hair, right? I guess Mr. Perfect. It's still cartoony, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, his camera's up. So
Do you think that there is? I always said, like, I think it's changed a little bit now, because especially when I started the wrestling class and just in general, like, you couldn't get away with wearing like modern day John Cena, Randy Orton shirts so people would judge you, but you could wear a Macho Man shirt, a Mr. Perfect shirt, NWO, Stone Cold Austin 316 and DX, and people would think it was fine.
I'm probably the worst guy to ask this because I never cared about anyone's opinion. So what I wanted to wear, I wore what I wore.
Yeah, that's true.
I can care like you.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit about.
You entered a John Cena at your wedding.
Yeah, so that was 2016. That was 10 years ago. 9
That
years
was
ago.
a period I was talking about where it was weird.
So I didn't. I wore the yellow John Cena shirt to my mania. The never give up. Right. I had his hustle or the.
So you've always
sweatshirt.
been like this. You've always just had random shirts you wear. You just have
never
no
cared.
simple shirt.
Yeah, I've
Like you don't
never
have a plain black
I
shirt.
hate tie. I hate wearing tie and suits. If you see me in a tie and suit, it's by force. It's at a reception.
Did you wear the last reception we went to together? As like our buddy's reception. Did you wear a tie that day, or did you not wear a tie? When
No,
you gave the speech
I don't like to wear ties.
It was a colorful
Just a floral shirt.
And
that my wife
and a
bought,
blazer, right?
and a blazer. So that blazer I probably had for about 9 years. I have
Yeah.
the
So you just
same.
you don't like ties.
I don't like suits. I don't like
You
dress.
know,
That's just me though. I don't like dress codes. I'm not saying people don't look good in them. I just
when I
don't care.
first
I
started
rather
working
don't
at the bank, what coincided to me like watching Mad Men,
care.
and I was like excited to wear suits all the time. And I was like, yeah, I do buy ties, I do buy dress clothes, and I bought all these dress shirts, ties, like so many. I have like a hanger just full of ties and like matching them this and that and dressing up every day was so cool. I myself like one of those cool trench coat thingies, like that you wear with dress clothes, and then it's fucking like 5 years to work at the bank. I'm like, I don't want to. And like you could see me slowly more and more like not really tying my tie anymore. Like coming to work and not wearing the tie.
Exactly. You get over it, right?
And my managers are like, well, trust me, you're supposed to wear a tie. I'm like, for who? Like,
For
just like.
me, it's
Next thing you know, like I was not even wearing a jacket. Sometimes I was just wearing a dress shirt, which was fine. But then I had my sleeves rolled up by the end of the day. Like it
well,
just.
I was
And
like,
then I was like, I don't ever want to wear dress clothes again for like as much as I don't have to. But like every time my wedding comes around, and then 2019, I think I went to like 12 different wedding reception engagement situations, and I was like,
you gotta wear them though.
well, I have all the dress clothes, I guess.
I just don't like to wear the same stuff everyone else is wearing. Obviously, I think in a way without really trying, you as well, we like to stick out
Yeah.
in a way. So if everyone's
No,
wearing a tie and suit, it's boring. You're a spontaneous person.
I don't mind blending in. I'm a blender, and I actually am a very like I'm wearing technically wearing all black today. This wasn't a Macho Man shirt. Would have been like a black t-shirt. Like I'm not very like you were always a little bit more flashier than I was. The thing I learned, and I've told stories about this multiple times, like the Macho Man and the club story and the chocolate line jacket and this and that. But like I learned that wearing that stuff one is a conversation starter, and people do think it's cool. Like
Hmm.
they're like, oh, so, like where'd you get that from? Like that's a sick jacket. That's a sick
Yeah.
shirt. And I was like, oh,
But
this.
also, you're expected to wear stuff like that. Where I think a lot of our friends,
Yeah.
if they wore something flashy like that, they
Like
would
I
really double guess it.
I went to Bula. It's a shisha hookah place here in Burnaby. One day I wore a shirt of contract.
Burnaby, didn't the event just happen there?
What
You
event?
spent 2 hours wasting our time.
Where?
Think about it. What did we just do for the last 2 hours? Someone stayed in a Burnaby apartment that has beef.
Oh my god, that has nothing to do with us. We're not
We-
even in that circle of people. They don't even acknowledge us. We don't exist. We just live in the same city, and honestly, probably more popular than all these people ever were our entire life. But like,
We're mid-30s
we're
watching these
we're not
people.
cool enough to like whatever. But the beef is interesting, and I have more of a relationship with one of the people than the other. But whatever. That all being said, Burnaby. One day I wear a Shah Khan shirt, and then the next day I wear a Usher shirt. And it's so funny because like. He's like, man, this guy comes in there wearing different shirts. And like, it's become like a gimmick. So like, I feel like I need to go there wearing a shirt. The other day, I came to your house
Yeah.
wearing like a plain, like I think it was like just a beige shirt I got from Nazar, the brand. And
Yeah.
your daughter's like, "Where's your wrestling shirt?" And I was like,
Did she say that?
"Yeah." And I'm like, "What do you expect me to wear a wrestling shirt every time?" And your wife's like, "Yeah, basically." And I'm like, "What? What?"
Yeah, I think people expect me to wear something outrageous, something crazy. So I'm just used to it. Like the other shirt I was gonna wear was Sesame Street.
Yeah.
I think I said Thug Life, no, Street Life, but
Street Life, but a Sesame Street.
no, it's not Street. Yeah, it just
Was it like a gangster Elmo on it or something?
no, it was regular guys. But it said the Street Life, I think.
It's pretty clever.
Yeah, so I used to wear a lot of sports jerseys, but not so many anymore.
Yeah, but
Not
that
so
was the
much
thing. I
anymore,
always
but-
used to say like, okay, no one will ever judge you. I used to say this a lot in 2014, 15, 16. I don't think it's the same way anymore. But like when I first started the wrestling classic, it was always a big thing of like, I'm trying to make wrestling cool again. Like it wasn't. We were in high school, little kids.
Relax, Trump.
And then, yo, that's so crazy because I used to say make wrestling cool again. Like that was the thing before make America great again. But and one of my things in my captions would always be like, it's crazy how we're in a time where you can wear any sports, any sports, like any sports like teams wear
Jerseys?
and no jerseys, t-shirts, hats, no one's gonna judge you.
Yeah.
But we also got to a time where like superheroes and shit became so cool that you could be out there wearing like Flash and Batman and Superman and Iron Man and no one's gonna judge you. And then we went to this weird thing now where like all this nerd culture stuff's cool, like anime, this, that, and nobody's gonna judge you. But wearing a modern day
not
wrestling
even,
shirt was still weird at the time. Like once again, if you're wearing Austin 360, if I'm wearing Macho Man, Mr. Perfect, DX, cool, NWO, people too sweet you. But if you wear like a brand new John Cena shirt or a Randy Orton shirt or a CM Punk shirt,
So I'm
there was a
gonna think,
weird
no,
like
but I'm gonna think that's maybe your wrestling community stuff. Because when I was watching it, I didn't have social media.
Yeah.
I didn't have Instagram, Facebook, and none of that. So I just wore stuff that I liked, and no one ever said anything about it.
You never got the. I used to get all the time. Like, oh, you used to watch that? You watch wrestling?
Oh yeah,
You watch?
I got
You
that.
used to
Yeah,
watch the
I got
WWF? Like
that.
people would judge you based off of what you wearing, unless it was old school. Then they're like, oh yeah, NWO was great. Like Too Sweet Me, like DX, suck it, yeah, like Austin
I don't
360.
think I ever got judged. I think people just accepted like, oh, this
But
guy's
like
just fucking
you
weird.
could wear anything else and nobody would ask you. No one would be like, oh, so you watch like you still watch superhero movies? Or like, oh, you still watch football? You still watch hockey? But wrestling had a. But it's not like that anymore.
Well, we still get
We
no,
know.
no, no. You
I
still
feel like
get
it's
that.
with the way wrestling is right now. Like I think people are like, oh yeah, like wasn't Travis Scott just on there? Is that the Travis Scott merch?
Okay, maybe it's not.
You
Oh, you
know?
still watch that? It's more of. Oh, I
Or
heard
like,
it's
where
pretty
did you
good
get
now.
that
No,
jacket from? Like that
I get
jacket's
that more
sick.
now. It's like, hey, I heard that wrestling's not bad
Yeah.
anymore, right? That's they don't really say.
It's
Do you still watch
you know,
it?
they say wrestling has peaks and valleys. I think we're at a
Yeah.
peak right now.
But back, like you saying 9, 10 years ago,
2014, 15, 16.
being judged with clothes, I think.
And wrestling wasn't that great at that time.
Yeah, I guess not.
You know what I mean? Like we liked it because we're fans, but I'm just saying like
I
it's
think I was
crazy.
just accepted to be weird.
No, everyone
No,
like,
weird,
I'm
but
not,
like people expected me not to just give a shit overall,
but like
so I
I
did
wasn't
whatever I
seeing
wanted.
a lot of people I knew really well either, right? Because if I was seeing people I knew really well, then it's like nobody give a shit because they already knew me, right? I was seeing I moved to South Surrey. I was going to house parties with like people I met at like Home Depot or like grew up over there.
Oh, Home Depot, hey, bougie.
Ah,
The
I worked
bougie
there.
lifestyle, Home
I've worked at
Depot.
Home Depot. What's so bougie? But hey, one of the best jobs I've ever had. If you want a
Were
job,
you
guys,
laying
go work at
lumber?
Home Depot. No, I was a head cashier. I went in there for a cashier job. Talked about way to become a head
Missed that joke,
cashier.
right?
Was I laying lumber? There in those years, I was laying lumber. I had some pipe.
Wow.
And yeah, so basically, I got a head cashier job, and I was managing people from the age of 17 to 72, and it was a great old time. Some people don't want to listen to me. Some people want to be my friends. They used to go in there, hungover, drunk, still maybe just
Those days are
things,
gone, man.
things
The
I
things
can,
that we did. I
things
went
that
to
I can't
Whistler.
say on here anymore.
I
right
went to
now.
Whistler with one buddy you met today.
Yeah.
Not gonna say his name because he has a reputation.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Look who did I meet today.
Nah. We went to Whistler, drove out for 2 hours, wore wigs, went as like some Rasta guys.
Wore wigs.
Yeah, we dressed up.
Was it Halloween?
Halloween.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess if
That probably would make a lot more
started off
sense.
with we went to Halloween.
Oh,
party,
you
right?
guys have like a secret lifestyle that we don't know about?
So we partied. We left at 5 in the morning. We got home around 7.
Yeah.
I went to work at 8:30, and I just told my buddy that I work with, I'm too tired, man. I'm just gonna sleep in the back, and he covered for me.
No, there was a lot of that.
Yeah.
But it was also like
Those days
I
are-
was young though. I was like 21, 22, 23 when I went to
So
Home
were
Depot.
we. So
Not
were we.
even, I think. I was like 20, 21, 22 because I think by 23 I was at the bank. And then the wrestling classic happened somewhere in between that because I was working a couple of jobs between Home Depot and the
I
bank.
probably should have been fired a long time ago.
I'm a bad
when
employee.
I started.
I'm not anymore. I was a bad employee when I was
Yeah,
younger. I
and
feel
now I'm a
like.
great employee.
I think when I was younger, yeah, I think I was just a little bit more
I work hard.
immature, anti-authority. I mean, that's still in me. You told me to take my socks off, Shane, at the go there.
That's why I'm not wearing socks.
And I
'cause,
said, why?
ooh, I had an
Why
issue.
do you want me to take my socks? Why is this a rule? I'm a religious
Hey,
person.
I've never been there myself. That was my first visit.
Yeah.
Just the vibe I got. I just whispered to him like, "Yo, I think you might need to take your socks off." That's all I said to
And I
him.
got so offended.
That's all I said to you. I'm like, yeah, I
But
think you might need
okay,
to
let's
take your-
talk about that
I
because
felt like such an uncle telling you.
I don't want to get into the religious stuff and like my beliefs and that. I want to transition to the fact that I think I've just been like, I know women sometimes say men PMS. I think I've just been on my week because like I've just been pissed this entire week and tired and grumpy and like just tired and like we had a friend in town and I think I also realized that in Vancouver I don't like to go out. Like I'm over it. Like it's and everybody I talked to was like, you know, Justin, we know like you're the worst person to make plans with. It's really hard to make you want to leave your house and go do something outside. And it's crazy because like to your point, like you're right, I am spontaneous, but spontaneous means like without a plan, like I just do it. But like to make me do something and try to make a plan is really hard.
That's the
Like
authority in
I was recording when I was very spontaneous. We were about to wrap this up. And I was like, no, let's just do it. But if you were like, hey, we need to record yada 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 at this time at this date, this thing, I'd be like, that's too specific. And like, I don't know, but I don't know. I just realized I don't know if it's like the getting older thing. Like, you know what happened to me yesterday? I was like, all I wanted to do yesterday was like straight up. I just want to smoke a joint and read a book. I have like 3 books I need to read. I need to read a Mark Marrow book before I interview Mark Marrow. I need to read this Mick Foley book I want to finish because I started it again. I haven't read it since I was like 20, and I was like, that's all I want to do. And yeah, I have like 90 other things to do, and I think I don't know if I'm overwhelmed or I'm just over it. I've also just been like, and I'm a like notorious overthinker, which is a blessing and a curse because it's a blessing because I think I learn a lot about myself and I'm very understanding, put myself in other shoes. I get things, and I'm very like I accept things a lot. But it's also a curse because I'm also there's moments I'm overthinking. I'm just like, fuck everybody. Like, you know what I
So
mean?
you
Like,
want me to be your like counselor right now and tell you the honest answer? But
what's the honest answer? Tell me. I don't know.
I think social media is your problem,
Mm,
folks. Social media ruins lives. Look at this guy. He's ready to give up.
it's not
This whole
ruining
week,
lives. I'm just
he hates his
tired.
life.
I don't hate my life, but I did just text like 3 people saying like, man, I can't wait to fall off the fucking grid. I can't-
This guy needs a little Twitter
I
handle
think I'm
right now,
fucking
right?
over everybody's bullshit.
Yeah.
I just it's just
Social media,
it's a
man.
lot
It's
of
getting to you.
it's not even
It
social
takes a toll
media.
on you.
I think it's
All
more
this
just
bullshit.
like
That's why I hate it. I'm being forced to do this right now.
you're not being forced to do anything. I
Hate
don't have a
this
gun.
shit.
I don't have a gun to your head. You told me today like 3 people came up to you and said you're a famous podcaster.
Today?
No, just generally in life.
Yeah, people have though.
Uh,
I'm doing it big now.
But I just like I don't know. Like that's crazy because you can take me to any other city, any other town. I can be out of town, and I'm always down to do whatever, like
But
out every day. And I
that's
think
everyone. You're always gonna enjoy another city more than your home city. That's true.
there's just nothing to like. I don't hate the
No, there's
city.
tons to do here.
I don't hate the city. That's I want to. I actually don't hate the city. One, I've done everything you can do in the city for the most part. For the most part, and two, when I'm here, I just like to stay home. Like
Okay.
that's the issue. Is like I like to stay home, or I don't mind coming to your house. This is what I do at your house. I come lay around
But
and do
now
the
that's
exact same
also who
thing.
you surround yourself with. You're
Yeah.
surrounding yourself with the guy who doesn't. I don't want to go out. I don't want to talk to anyone.
And most of my friends are married with children,
Yeah.
or they're too young and they party way too hard for me.
Yeah, but I bet you if you just hung out with someone else, you'd be like, Justin, let's go
Yeah,
hiking.
you
Let's go
know,
biking.
but no, the problem
Let's go
is,
for a walk.
and this is has been a problem for me for years, is that I tend to move further and further away from the people that I'm close with. And what happens when I tend to move further and further away from the people that I'm close with is I have to end up driving everywhere. I have to end up making it like it's very rare that someone comes to me or someone picks me up. And this is it's just the truth. It's very rare. Like I'll even like be like people be coming downtown, which I live 20 minutes away from, already coming that way. And I'd be like, yo, just grab me too. Like, well, that's 20 minutes away from downtown. Like, just fucking come grab me and go back to the city. Fuck you. I fucking drive to Surrey to fucking America to fucking Richmond to Pitt Meadows to fucking Burnaby to fucking back to West Vancouver, back to Burnaby, back to. I fucking do that shit all the time by choice. I'm not blaming anybody. I do it by choice. But that's the only way I'm gonna fucking get to do anything.
No, man, fuck you guys. Pick this guy
Yeah.
up. Right?
So it's so a lot
I'd
of
pick
it.
you up if I came down there,
So
but I
a
don't
lot
either.
of yeah, nobody fucking comes down there, and it was the same thing when I lived in South Surrey. And that wasn't even that far from the hood, but nobody would. Like I still remember like the 4 or 5 friends.
Because that is pretty.
Yeah,
close.
I still remember the
South
4 or
Surrey's
5
okay.
friends that would still actually come pick me up. And you know what the crazy thing is? I still talk to those friends.
Yeah.
Do you? There's a correlation there. Like
So I think you've been upset because no one's picking you up this week. That's your problem. That's adding
don't
up.
like how some friends are only friends conveniently.
Wow, he's taking shots at me right now.
No, like conveniently, convenient friends. Like
So I can sit
a friend that
How
when
can
it's
you sit
convenient.
beside me and say this
Listen,
on
man.
camera?
Time out. You
Couldn't
don't
even say it to my face
I basically
privately.
live
We
at
should
your
have a
house
private
once a
conversation
week.
about this.
I come eat your food. I drink
Fucking
I drink all you
pathetic, man.
guys'
Have a private
beverages.
conversation.
It's
Call me
not.
out in public.
It's
Call
not
me
you.
a
It's
convenient
everybody.
friend.
The convenient friends when it's convenient for them. It's convenient, and the thing is like. I am very nice to everybody. I'm very forgiving to everybody. I feel like I add significance to everybody and make them maybe more important than they really are to my life. But I think everyone a part of my journey is an important person. And I also think that I'm like for people that I'm especially close to, like my close circle, if they called me at 3, if someone called me right now and said they were in an emergency and they need me, I would fucking go. I'm starting to think that's not the same way around for a lot of people.
Well, you should know that you're not 19 anymore,
Not even, and I know that's the other part.
right?
That I have to take into consideration too is I also can do that because I'm single. I do not have children. I don't need to go to work in the morning. I don't ever. But then here's me being understanding again. Am I not?
Well, I thought you were gonna say that is also true because most of the people you surround yourself are 19-year-olds.
No. The who?
I don't want to drop names right now.
I'm trying to think. Daniel's 22, but they don't live here. I'm talking about here.
Oh yeah, I know.
I'm talking about in Vancouver.
I
but-
think you're just on a different path right now.
But that's just my complaint.
Not even a different path.
Oh,
like-
but my whole point is that's why
you moved away. You've moved
No,
away
so I
from
keep
the
moving
whole-
further away, and I think like I got
You're not
invited,
thinking like
and I'm not even
everyone
trying to be like not calling everybody out. Like I'm just saying, I got invited to a birthday party yesterday, and I looked at the GPS of how long does it take me to get there. It was an hour, and I was like,
You told me. You're like, fuck this.
yeah, I'm like,
In the nicest way. Like,
I'm gonna go an hour to go out there, one, now I'm driving, so I can't drink, or else I have to pay $90 for an Uber there and back just to drink.
Is that what it
It was
costs?
like it was six. It was
Oof.
like $60-something. I guess I kind of rounded up. I think it was like
Damn,
$68.
that's expensive.
So 68 plus 68 just to Uber there back to drink if I want to drink. How, like, you know what I mean? Like, I get it. I want to be there for people's things, but I live far away. And it's like, it's no offense to anybody. I'm not
Well,
trying
how
to
do
be
you think
offensive.
they feel
And
by?
that even goes for the wrestling spirit, because I feel like most of the people in the wrestling scene live in certain pockets, whether it's LA, New York, Chicago, even Toronto,
Surrey.
Vegas. I fucking live in, like, Canada sucks. Like, there's a wrestling scene here, and the independent scene.
Canada does not
It
suck.
does not suck. It does
It
not
does
suck.
not
But there
suck.
is an
Take that
independent
back.
scene here, and there's a good wrestling scene here. If you want to be an independent wrestler, you want to get your reps in, and you want to, learn with some of the best at Lionsgate Dojo. I'm not saying any of that. There's some great independent companies there. Shout out WrestleCore, Boom, NEW, Canadian Apex Pro, all of them, like Dust Pro, everybody. But I'm just saying, like, the people, the shakers and the movers, the managers, the people that I know that work behind the scenes in wrestling, they're not here. You know what I'm trying to say? There's independent wrestling promoters and wrestlers here
But
that
you
are
know what
coming
is
up.
here?
What?
Real estate, mortgage brokers, realtors.
Am I just bored?
No, you're not
Because I
bored.
just don't like going out here. I just don't.
I
I don't
think
see
I
the.
think a lot
I
of the people
barely
you
drink
know all
anymore.
live in one certain part of the
Yeah.
area in BC, and they all think alike. They like to do the same stuff.
And no one wants
They
to come
like
this way.
to-
Nobody wants to come to West Vancouver. It's a beautiful place. Come, hang out.
No, it's not. Nobody wants to come. Their life is in that little city that they live.
And
Right?
it's
It's hard to
like-
travel further out.
And then when I go out, like if I'm like, I need to be able to do something that I can, like, we gotta go eat, we gotta go to shisha. Because I don't want to drink and drive. I barely drink anymore. I don't know. Like, I don't know what is it to do. And I also have gotten very, very, and you know this, and people that are close to me know this, very comfortable just doing things by myself. I want to watch a movie by myself. I want to eat by myself. Like, I don't need like a social setting. I always say, like, and there's like quotes about this out there, and I've shared them before. Like, if you're like, when you're trying to do something, and like when I was trying to create the wrestling classic, there was a point I was very obsessed with creating it. And the problem with that was when I was very obsessed with creating it, partially I disappeared from from everyone. And because of that, I got comfortable by myself. And now it's like, like people do ask me to hang out all the time and stuff. And it's always like, oh, let's do this. But it's like, oh, you come down here, and I'm like, what? What? Like,
Yeah, I think you need a girlfriend.
I think so.
Yeah.
I actually think so. I think it's time.
I think.
Guys, I think it's time. I've had a revelation.
Yeah. If anyone knows, a single girl that's interested in a mid-30s man with.
But they were
gray
willing to
hair.
come to West Vancouver. They
Yeah.
can stay there if they want.
Yeah, he's fun. He's nice.
What if they're in West Vancouver?
What
they're
else
like,
are you?
I don't know, man.
After fun and nice, what are you?
I'm everything. I'm the best in the world.
Yeah,
I'm
he
the best
knows how to
in the
use
world since day one.
Instagram for the 20-year-olds. Right? Do you know SEO stuff? How to
I know
market on
SEOs.
Facebook?
I know how to
There you
build
go,
websites.
Facebook, yeah.
I know how to get the best angles and
You're
all the best
every young
photographers and
girl's dream right now,
videographers.
all these
I know how to
content
get you guys
creators.
sponsors, and
Yeah.
I know all. Someone once called me a connector, and I believe it. But anyways,
Send your resumes.
what is this
content
episode?
creators.
Me, Justin ranting? I don't know what the hell this
So
is.
this is Justin looking for a girlfriend.
No, this ain't Shadi.com.
This is Shaldi.com. This episode became, oh, look at me, I'm lonely.
It's not that
I
I'm
need a
lonely.
girlfriend.
It's not that I'm lonely.
Send your resumes.
I just learned that I don't like going out in Vancouver. I don't know why.
Because everyone that invites you is probably a male.
No, that's not true. Because I actually
Ooh,
reject
what?
females that invite me out. I have
You
people.
reject
I have
females.
women that message me saying, "Okay, look, I had someone call me today. I'm not throwing out names. I was like, hey, I'm calling because I'm trying to look at my schedule, like what days I'm off and like what day we can hang out." And I was like, I don't know, just pick one.
Unfortunately, I can't even say what I want to say. on this
Why?
Because I'm a grown man with kids.
And I have women that message me that like, Justin, like I've tried asking you to hang out. You're the one that can do me. You're the one that ghosts me. I gave up
So it
asking.
seems like Tinder is working well.
It seems like I'm the fucking problem, and I apologize to everyone if I'm the problem.
You're the
But
problem.
also, you guys are the problem too. I think it's an equal share.
Yeah, stop putting bikini pictures of yourself online and expect me to date you.
I think it's.
That's Justin's problem.
Hey, listen, okay? I talked to a girl today that scared the shit out of me about other women because she told me way too much. She's a homie. I respect her, but Lord, can women get away with a lot in this world?
Only if we were allowed to, right?
Women can get away with a lot in this world because men with money have no morals and they're down for everything. And I'm not saying we're broke because we're not broke, but like men with lots of money, like millionaires.
When you told me,
Case in point,
a little
Diddy.
bit-
Men with
I
lots
told you
of
just
money.
end it there. You didn't have to really even expand that much. I was like, man, That's a good life.
Men with lots of
Not
money,
even
and
how much.
I'm not even. I'm happy for the men. Like, shout out to you for being able to do what you can do, and do whatever you want to do. But there's women out there that are like think it's normal, and like that's fucking. How do we know? How do we know there's not a girl out there that's like, oh, I just went on a Dubai trip with my friends, and it's really something else, like, you know?
Well, after your talk about depression and you being down, I guess my biggest accomplishment of the week was I finally put a deposit down for a van.
Yeah,
We're
this
getting a
family
minivan.
man's getting a van.
Finally getting a minivan. Is it a minivan? What's a
It's
minivan?
it's a van.
Yeah, what's a minivan?
I don't know. I think
Oh, I guess a real van, a big van, like a work
like a
van, a
work van,
minivan.
and
Okay,
I
yeah.
always think a minivan's like the
We're
more family van. Yeah.
finally getting a minivan if it comes in 2 months or so. We'll
No, it's
show up.
exciting. You guys need it.
Huh?
You guys need it.
No, we don't.
Yeah, you do.
No, we'll make a video of it.
Everyone gets squishy in your
We'll
car.
record a
Even
podcast.
today,
We'll
your
record a
daughter
podcast
going in
on
the car is like, oh, I have to be squished in the middle because there's
Yeah,
two car seats.
That's okay. Okay.
Now
Dad, he has to make the
space
payments.
space for everybody.
They can be squished if they need to be.
See, he's got his problems. My problems are like, this is crazy because I really don't have any problems. I don't even know why I'm complaining. I actually told him it's actually what time is it? It's like midnight right now, maybe 1 a.m.
1.
It's 1 a.m.
Almost.
I was saying I think I'm just need to probably go out to the gym and work out. 2, probably need to start eating better, and 3, go to sleep at a proper time.
That's it. You just need to work out.
And I think I need to like go to sleep on a proper time and get my sleep
to
schedule
work
back in
out.
order. Because I'm like at this time every night I start getting upset and annoyed about things that I honestly usually wouldn't be getting upset and annoyed about. I'm getting upset about hanging out with people. I'm getting upset of not hanging out with people because they don't want to come away. I'm getting annoyed at people that want to hang out with me. I am annoyed about not getting invited to places I don't even want to go to, and then annoyed that I didn't go to things that I was actually invited to. So like, what?
You're an auntie.
Like,
You're
what?
What
Is my problem?
Is there a chunni laying around here? You might as well wear one.
Like, I
Oh, he
contradict.
didn't invite me, but I didn't want to go.
Oh, they did invite me, but I wasn't gonna go
fucked up.
anyways.
I don't want to go there, right? Oh, she doesn't talk to me anymore. I don't want to talk to her anyways. Right?
Oh,
It doesn't work that way, dude. You gotta pick
Oh.
and choose your battles here. That's
Oh,
it.
they don't invite. They don't want to hang out with me. I don't even want to go hang out. Oh, they want to hang out with me. I don't want to go
Look at
hang
that
out.
party. It
What?
looks so much fun. I wish I was invited. Hey man, you want to come to a party? Fuck that. man. I
No,
don't got time for
absolutely
that.
not. It's like I don't know what's wrong. And honestly, I just think because we're recording this late, and every night for the last week, I've just been getting so upset at nighttime over nothing. And then tomorrow morning I'll be fine. And by the time it's evening, I'm like,
Dude, you need a
wow.
girlfriend. That's exactly what it is. It's time to get this guy married. Hopefully it's in Italian.
Oh my god, my eyes are watering. I swear I'm not crying, guys. I'm just so tired.
The man is depressed. Just make sure he doesn't tweet anything about suicide or whatnot, right?
Holy moly! I just texted 3 people saying I need to fuck everybody. Need to fall off the grid.
No. If you get off the grid, that means I don't get sponsorship deals. I need sponsorship deals,
man.
dude. Don't leave. Don't leave yet. Let me get something first.
No one's gonna watch this. This is the best thing. I just complained for like 20 people.
Listen.
So thank you, 20 people.
I'm the
who tune in.
I'm the convenience friend right now. You cannot fucking leave. I need something out of this.
This is longer than any one of our
deal.
episodes.
I need a mattress. I need some
LAX
free
Fan
shirts.
Fest, end of the month. You should come. I might go to Money in the Bank.
Possibly.
We didn't record a proper TWC show,
You're
but
not
I might
gonna
be coming to
go.
Money in the Bank. We'll see
You're
what
not gonna
happens.
go.
If I see my brother and he says, "Yo, you can go stay down there at the house," then boom. If he says no, f you, then I'll be like, damn.
They might be busy
I'm
answering
gonna
calls there.
have to, I'm gonna have to try again.
They're gonna be answering calls there.
Who?
The house.
I'm a little slow. I just got that.
Yeah.
I was like, what if they're still there?
It's late night.
What if they're still there?
It's
That's so
late night
weird.
and
Yeah.
you're depressed.
I'm depressed. Dookie.
The worst is
Speaking about Dookie and being senti, what is your song of the week?
my song of the week. I think it's Surmedani.
What have I been listening to?
Mine is Surmedani. Clip it. Play that song for people.
What have I been listening to this week?
Phil Collins, I Can Feel It in the Air
No,
Tonight.
not me.
Britney Spears, Lucky.
I know it's cliche and it's old school, but I've been singing it a bit, and I have listened to it a couple times. I'm gonna go with "Smells Like Teen Spirit" from Nirvana. Sometimes I just go through a Nirvana vibe. Maybe that's why I'm depressed. Maybe I should be listening to Nirvana.
Yeah, you gotta put on some Taylor Swift.
Oh man, maybe I should listen to some
Me and
bubbly.
my kid were singing Taylor Swift today.
Yeah, we were.
I didn't know
Blank
the
Space,
songs.
baby.
I had no idea what the songs were.
I don't like Bad Bloody. That's not one of my favorite songs, but yeah. What else have I been listening to?
What was my song of the week? Oh, Surmedani.
Yeah. Who sings it?
I don't know. It's just the tune stuck in my head.
It's a beat. What Brown song have I been listening to this week? Nothing too crazy.
That's all I've listened to Brown songs this week. That's all.
I don't know what else I listen to.
Actually, no, I've been listening to the Avicii song, Wake Me Up.
Great song.
Yeah.
Oh, that song that you guys played too, that remix of Sugar Sugar was good. Sugar Sugar,
Oh yeah,
I
that
can't so
was a
far.
good mix.
But yeah, guys,
Other than
stay
that,
happy, stay blessed.
yeah, I think you need to go to one of those motivational podcasts, right?
And don't worry
Those
about if you
people
have
that
friends.
talk about
You
men's
know,
mental health.
there's,
This is men's mental health
there's
problems right now.
been multiple times where I thought I didn't have friends, and that was a bunch of bullshit. So like,
You didn't have friends?
yeah, I don't know. This happened multiple times in my 20s. I was like, man, I really have no friends anymore. That's a lie. I do. Honestly, I could call like 10 people tomorrow, and they'll all be calling me back. Maybe even more. It's just I don't know, man. I also have this really big conflict of like Justin the Justin Dillon. I don't even know. I'm not trying to expose my last name because my personal page is out there and everyone knows my name is Justin Dillon. Justin Dillon, the normal AJD guy that everyone grew up with, that's from Vancouver, and the wrestling classic and the friends he made over there. Because I'm trying to realize there's a little bit of a difference for the most part, and not so much crossover.
But
And I
the
gotta
same guys right now are clearly depressed and want a girlfriend.
who?
You.
I don't know
You
about
just
all
said you
that.
want a girlfriend.
No, I said I'm down,
Yeah, so I just got a girlfriend.
but I'm not like sure like I'm ready. But
Say depression talking about it. I'm sorry if I
oh
offended anyone talking about depression.
no, it's a real thing.
It's,
I don't know. Did you say it's not a real thing? I don't know what you've been saying. It's a real thing.
I was just gonna say says who.
It's when your body goes into deep rest, and it's saying you need to rest. So now you're feeling depressed. So just let your body rest,
I think I need a counselor.
so you don't have any more stress. You believe in the S. That was like a rap that my buddy did one time. His name was Sikander. So believe in the S, relieve your stress. You guys ever do that stuff like make raps when you were a kid?
Yeah, probably.
We did.
I
I
wrote a
still have
song.
them on my old computer.
Actually, I wrote a rap song.
No, we all did. Like me,
I
two other.
never
I don't want
released
to
it.
throw everybody's names out, but like I have 6 friends, including myself, that recorded raps.
Yeah. The problem is we all watched 8
And there was like
Mile.
a rap battle between like 2 of my buddies that grew up in the same cul-de-sac. I remember that. It got really personal at some point.
I think it happened after 8
And like
Mile.
I produced it all. Like I was like Dr. Dre in the fucking like.
I did produce some rap songs.
Yeah. And then me and 2 of my buddies just made like we like like the era where like DJ Khaled was dropping those songs and it'd be like Lil Wayne, Birdman, they all be on the same song. And there'd just be like one hook, like we taking over. We recorded our own, so like my one buddy had a verse,
Over we
I
taking
had a
over?
verse.
Or we
I
taking
don't know
over?
what we did over, but like I had a verse, my buddy had a verse, and the next person had a verse. Like all 3 of us on it, we all just wrote our own verse. I still have the file of the actual
The
lyrics
simpler
on my
days.
old computer.
The simpler days.
Yeah,
I actually used to produce rap songs about other high schools,
yeah.
like high school diss songs.
Yeah, your grade was it your grade or your older me that actually had those diss songs by the high schools? Was it your guys' grade?
It was all us. So I recorded 2 of the 3, or maybe 3 of the 4.
Like wasn't it like a fuck Tammy or some shit?
Those were all made at my house.
No way! I had those like fuck Tammy,
Yeah.
this and that.
One was made
Holy
by
shit.
one was produced by Intense.
Yo,
but
you guys inspired us to write raps.
so story was the only reason they were recorded at my house. One, my house is open to everyone,
Yeah.
and number
Still
2,
is.
I was probably the only guy with a mic.
Yeah. I had a mic. That was the thing. I had a mic.
I had a mic to a computer. No one else really did. So
I had a mic to a
I knew how to
computer.
hit play and record. And so yeah, we made the songs.
That was the extent of my
We
my
played the instrumental in the background.
the
We were
same. One of my
and
buddies
just
did
hit
it to
play.
the instrumental Wankster. I remember.
And if you go back and listen to the songs, I'm Studio 16 because Trevor Linden was my favorite player, and I was like, hey,
No, I
man,
remember those
I
like
want
fuck Tammy
credibility in
part
the
1 and
song.
2 and like
Yeah,
there's a
so
whole.
when he goes Studio 16 back in the house, that's me, and it's at my house, Studio 16. And a funny story, I went to Whistler maybe, I don't know, 7 years later, after all these songs had come out, maybe 5 years, and I was getting pizza in Whistler Village. Some random guy walks up to me. He's like, hey man, what's up? I'm like, what's up? He's like, you're Studio 16.
You're Studio 16.
No one should know this. I was never exposed as Studio 16. A lot of people I didn't even know that I was
shit,
Studio
they
16.
figured you out. It's like question mark.
He's
in
like,
that
no
Radio
man,
Free
you're
Roscoe.
fucking Studio 16. I'm
Yeah.
like, no man, you got the wrong guy, right? And I've never drank in my life, so I'm obviously sober. I'm like, no, I'm like, that's not me. You got the wrong guy. He's like, no, you're Studio 16. I'm like, I'm not Studio 16. Then he started beefing with me. He's like, don't fuck with me, buddy. You're Studio 16. I don't know if you wanted to fight me. So I said no because I was.
Was he from Tammy? Because he was just fuck Tammy part 1 and 2.
I know he didn't look like a Tammy guy, but I said
What
no.
does a Tammy guy look
The
like?
problem is I said no because I wasn't sure if he wanted to show me respect that I was Studio 16
Yeah.
or he wanted to fight me,
Yeah,
some other guys. I mean, but it was 1-on-1. But that's the only time I ever got exposed as Studio 16. But If you ever have those songs, I'm down to.
I think I might have them. They might actually be on this laptop.
I'm down to
Because
listen.
I have a hard drive. Oh no, it might even actually be on the hard drive that has everything from my old computer.
Yeah, and
Like Intense wanted me to go through them and see if I could find some of his old things. I'm like, I don't know, man.
And most people wouldn't even understand him now.
Intense had like a crazy remix. I forget what the Brown song was, but it was like Notorious Thugs, and it's like nobody can ever find it. He doesn't even know where it went, and all of us like we don't know where it went. I'm pretty sure I have it somewhere.
Okay, I don't remember which one that was, but.
Yeah. But anyway, Studio 16 rap songs. We all did it, eh?
I should come back at Studio 16.
You should. This Just Yappin was produced by Studio 16, ladies and gentlemen.
Studio 16.
TWC Show produced by Studio 16.
Studio 16.
If you guys need any space to record some cool content, hit up Studio 16.
No, we don't need content. We need money.
We'll send you our rates if you want to film at Studio 16.
Yeah, I know how to make.
We got packages. You want music? You want podcasts?
Yeah.
You know, you want to
drugs?
Yeah.
I didn't say that.
You want to talk about therapy and mental health? I got you. Here at Studio 16.
Well, actually, in all seriousness, me and Justin were starting this retreat of like mental health.
Mental health? Hey, we're starting a retreat of mental health. We're going to make you guys all mental.
Mental wellness, where we teach you meditation and yoga and spirituality. And, we went today and I think we were enlightened. So.
You just want to sing. This guy just wants to be at Arvy. And he's like, I'm going to teach you guys how to meditate. Just listen to me sing.
Yeah. We're going to host a private retreat somewhere. We'll send you the pricing if you guys want to join us.
This is our longest Just Yapping and the most unplanned one. And my phone's probably going to die, so we should probably wrap this up. I love everybody. Just I genuinely love you all. I get conflicted sometimes.
It's like 2 a.m.
I have feelings. But that's all.
Yeah, this is more this guy just ranting today. Just him yapping and me trying to talk and
him
not letting me talk.
We discovered that you were the guy that made all those raps that inspired the rest of us. That's crazy.
Maybe.
You were the one that...
Was it?
No, because we had those and we started making our own.
That's pretty nuts. I was DJ Khaled.
DJ Khaled, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember it was summer 2006 we made
Ahmed's laid out. I'm pretty sure Intense stole a song from me too.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
What was his royalties? We should get Intense on the show.
You want to know why I know he might have stole a song? Because I made it on Acid Pro.
Oh yeah,
as a music mixer.
Downloading the instrumentals from like
Intense.
Was it Kazam and what was the other one? Oh my god.
What?
No,
Kazam, Acid Pro was music.
No, I'm saying like were you getting the beats from like
LimeWire, Acid Pro. No, LimeWire.
Kaza.
Yeah, or Kaza. Well, yeah, LimeWire.
And LimeWire. So when MSN you just change your status out to lunch because we're about to be out to lunch. BRB.
What a waste of 38 minutes of people's
38
lives.
38 minutes of hearing Justin complain.